What's up guys, Robert Optimal Carnivore. Now, I keep seeing this same sort of theme and advertisement of this generic online coaching thing coming up all the time. Just take a look at this and we'll get to it. And I'm sure you've seen the same, and I'm sure it draws you in. But these people are doing you a disservice. And the number one reason that this really grinds my gears is that it doesn't change any bad habits. It doesn't get rid of any addictions. It isn't sustainable at all. Yes, it sounds great. It sells really well. You can still keep all these addictive behaviors and all these addictive junk foods in your diet, all the alcohol, and not live like a monk and still live your life and then get the body of your dreams. It's like, if it sounds too good to be true, it definitely is. Yes, you can get ripped on any diet. You can get ripped still drinking alcohol. That is not the point though. If you're in a calorie deficit, yes, you're gonna slowly get rid of body fat, but it's a very unhealthy thing to do, physiologically and psychologically. Physiologically, you're gonna lose a lot of muscle. Yes, you could eat in a deficit and eat pizza every day, but are you gonna hit your macronutrient, your micronutrient, your vitamins and minerals, etc.? You're not gonna hit those targets. You're gonna be deficient in a lot of nutrients. You're probably gonna lose muscle. You might lose bone density. All that is a metabolic furnace. Like muscle is like more logs on the fire burning up. So what happens when you go back to eating to satiety? You've still got these bad habits, then you're going to pile the weight back on, your metabolism's dropped, and most importantly, psychologically, you haven't got rid of that bad relationship with that addictive, ultra-processed junk. I'm trying to help people, and I want people to not get drawn into these online coaches that are advertising that it might show client transformation, like he still had this many holidays, he still drank every week, and he still ate his favourite foods, he or she. He's not addressing the root cause and getting rid of these addictive psychological behaviours. A good coach will address that side of it and not just tell you how many calories to eat. A good coach will provide long-term sustainability so you can maintain this new healthy diet and lifestyle when you no longer need the coach. They're keeping you on the Ferris wheel by selling you the dream, then you'll gain the weight all back on, hire the coach again because they still let you have your pizza and ice cream and alcohol. But in the long run, who's benefiting from that other than the coach's pocket? What do? Anything to do with sounding too good to be true and you can still have alcohol, you can still have junk food, run away from them, ignore them. Hire a coach that provides a long-term sustainable results and they show it in their clients. And it's not just this quick transformation that's happening left, right and center and all of a sudden they're kind of shredded and unnatural body fat. You want some realistic transformation. So do your research, do your homework, have a look on their page. They should have the testimonials, etc., the feedback from clients. Ask people that have worked with them. Try avoid these charlatan-like people. But yeah, I totally get it, because just telling somebody that it has to be a massive life change, it's alarm bells and red flags are ringing in their head. It's a really tough sell because they think that they're going to be miserable if they don't attend an event and they can't enjoy the crap food that's there or they can't enjoy the alcohol. I don't sugarcoat stuff, and I'm very transparent from the start. Like hopefully in my videos and when I work with a client, from day one, I tell them this has to be a lifelong change. Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to let these addictive behaviors go? If they're not, admittedly, that's not the best start, but at least they're honest. And at least I can sleep at night knowing I haven't tried to sell them the dream and say, we're having cheat meals 2 or 3 times a week. You could still have cookies every night. Do you know, you could still drink once a month, whatever it may be. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice and you're letting the client down. But I also want to highlight the fact that when you get these addictive behaviors out your head, you reset your dopamine system. Basically, you build up a tolerance. If you're always having alcohol and crap food with every social event, your brain gets used to that and it raises the bar for what you need to find impressive again. So if all of a sudden you stop doing those things but you still go to the event, it doesn't seem as good. It's literally like withdrawing from a drug. You give it a couple of weeks, bit of willpower for a couple of weeks, and then your baseline dopamine starts to rise. Do you know, you get pleasure from a lot less. So you can go to an event, actually enjoy the event, and you're there to be with your loved ones or your friends and family, or if it's a movie or something like that, you're actually getting enough dopamine from that rather than dopamine stacking when if you have to have some alcohol while you're watching the game, or you have to have some crap food while you're watching the game. So hopefully that makes sense. So at Optimal Carnivore, we are literally rewiring people's brains. We're resetting these hormones like the dopamine system. We're resetting taste buds. You start to enjoy the taste of real food. And people don't get that. When you're stuck in a rut, if you're someone smoking and they're not ready to stop and you tell them, just stop smoking, do you know, it's never going to happen. They can't see past it because that's their pleasure, that's their vice. But if you've got a good coach that can understand the physiology, the psychology and explain all this to you, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then eventually you can actually try that, feel it, and then all of a sudden, boom, oh, I totally get it now. Do you know, like that's the amount of cravings that have gone from my own personal diet and then everyone that I've worked with, and they can actually enjoy the taste of real food, and they don't need this artificial dopamine light up your brain like a Christmas tree crap. It's so liberating. Cut it off there, I'll stop rambling. If you need any help, drop me a message, chuck something in the comments, like, share, subscribe, all the above. Hope this helps, guys. Cheers.